Big Biz Show continues live from the Loft 100 studios here, sunny Southern California. Costa, Merritt, Godwin, and Sully.
We are brought to you by Prudential. Let Prudential be your rock for retirement. Also brought to you by Bayer Advanced. Better science, better results. You don't eat it. It's for your...
I learned the hard way.
With fertilizer.
Yeah.
Starbucks coffee. I'm hopped up on some right now. Bloomin' Brands and their fine family of restaurants, including Outback Steakhouse, where they have authentic Australian food. They've got bloomin' onions growing on the side of the road on the way to Brisbane.
Every single time.
Or so I hear.
It's just authentic Australian food.
Which is basically meat.
Meat and beer.
Large glasses of beer and large tri-tips.
How do you like your koala cook?
I forget who else we're sponsored by. I think Taylor Guitars and somebody else, but they fired us by now anyway, so that's fine. 85 million broadcast TV homes in the U.S. Let's not forget all of the online sources as well as BizTV and American Life Network and American Forces Network in 175 countries and all the ships at sea. Kendric Speagle and Kate Fassett, like Bassett. The only reason I say that because I was going to say Fassett, which would have screwed me up here. VivaMed Biopharma. Really interesting. You guys are a drug development shortcut company.
We are.
Yeah.
You know, talk about that just for a second. Let's get back into the capital real fast.
Sure. So, look, we take drugs that already exist. We find new uses for them. We use their existing safety and data around those drugs to get them to market in a fraction of the time that it would take a brand new drug. Mm-hmm. So the economics of that, just so you understand, to take a new drug from discovery all the way to the marketplace costs about $2 billion, takes over 10 years with a 90% failure rate. Right. We have a model where we can take a repurposed drug to a big pharma exit in less than a year for about $1 million with a greater than 50% success rate.
Wow.
Kate, I got a question for you. Why don't the drug companies do it themselves? When they find out what you're doing, why do they say, hey, thanks, little sister. We're going to go back in the lab.
Yeah, are there black helicopters circling?
Yeah, no kidding.
There's one that followed me here today.
Yeah, right. I mean, because at some point, I mean, look at the barrier to entry question in venture capital is a very big one. And what that means is when you're looking at a deal in VC, you're not only looking at a proprietary advantage, maybe some IP, the management team, the pro forma, and the market size. But the barrier to entry is the barrier that you create for others to enter the market. Otherwise, you develop something and listen, I got this great microwave popcorn bag. And here comes Orville Redenbacher, right? So why don't the companies just do it themselves?
I mean, they absolutely could, but the majority of drugs that Big Pharma is putting out on the market come from companies like ours.
Oh, I see.
So they're looking for these assets out there being developed in this type of way. Now, what we do is very unique and novel in that we're focusing on the AI-powered or AI-enabled structure of repurposed drug development. We're taking these ideas from an idea to a drug within a year.
I've raised, in terms of investment banking, $650 million in my career. Some of it for biotech, a lot of it for biotech. Why? You guys are the best kept secret out there. Why does nobody know this? This really is the best kept secret in terms of, because when you say a lot of drug development come from companies like yours, that's a big deal. Why do you suppose that's underground?
We've got more business than what we need. We haven't had to put ourselves out there and expose ourselves widely.
And the more business what you need was the problem with every private company. Yeah. That's the minute of retail. Let's say you're making a new widget, fanny pack or whatever, Mike.
You love a fanny pack?
Honestly, the minute you're at $10 million in sales, you're in trouble. Yeah. Because you cannot keep up with demand. You don't have enough cash flow to make more stuff.
That's right.
That's almost the same thing. You have more business you can handle, so now it's time to raise capital.
Talk
about the structure of this and what does the use of funds look like? And so is it an equity transaction? Is it a convertible note transaction?
It's an equity transaction. We're raising capital for our platform. The capital that's raised is used for two things. Number one, it's used for the high cost of compute, using AI to discover these drugs. Mm-hmm. That is not an insignificant cost. It probably represents about 20% of our cost of goods sold.
Right.
The rest of the capital is used to actually validate those drugs. So working with large internationally scaled research organizations, other pharma companies, research universities, to actually demonstrate that these ideas that we've discovered through AI are viable ideas, and they're ideas that big pharma is willing to spend money on.
Yeah. Before we let you out of here today, and we do want you to come back, and certainly when I was talking to the senior VP of programming at Centerpost, who runs BizTV, about he just happened to be on the phone. Who do you got coming on? They got their ears perked up because no one has heard of this before. It's from all the guests that we've interviewed. What are you most looking forward to after Capital? I mean, is there some novel drugs, or is there some real interesting repurposing that's going on? What are you thinking?
There's some extraordinary repurposing happening. We have, I'll give you some examples. We're working on a repurposed drug that would treat Alzheimer's with a brand new mechanism of action that involves psilocybin. We are working on a drug that would be the very first treatment for alcohol use disorder. We're working on several new diabetes therapies. We're working on a host of repurposed drugs that would treat pediatric rare diseases.
Kate, are you guys criteria specific to any? When you're out there in development, are you looking for a certain lane?
Looking for a certain lane as far as therapeutic use?
Yeah, right.
Not necessarily. And our AI enabled, we're kind of keeping it to 5 areas because you just can't boil the ocean. So we've got to focus in. But if there's an opportunity that is going to make a significant impact for a patient, we'll want to take a look at it. And if the science is valid, there's an opportunity. And
for you, is there a path where you look at that's going to be easier to raise capital if I go in this direction versus this direction? In other words, if I'm going for a peptide therapy over here, a GLP-1 here versus a diehard, let's say, glioblastoma or whatever it's called, brain cancer type thing. Is it the sexier, the easier the money, or is that an issue at all?
Yeah, it is an issue. First of all, the context of how we do business is we look at the priorities of big pharma because they're ultimately our customers and they're the ones that will take our drugs to market. And then we map the work that we do, the therapeutic focus, and the types of drugs that we develop precisely to what big pharma is looking for. So good examples, biologics are all the rave in pharmaceutical medicine now. We've got biologics that we're discovering. We've got drugs, small molecule drugs, extended release. All of these innovations that you see in pharma, we've mapped our research and development pathway to.
I think it's novel. I think it's incredible. Yeah, I'm giving you guys all the credit. You guys shouldn't have said there's other companies that do this because we would have believed it's just you guys. Guys, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you'll come back with us because it's super fascinating, and I can't wait to see what the first line's going to be. And that's you finished out the show for us.
Perfect. Kendric Speagle Kate Fassett, CEO and Chief Development Officer, VivaMed Biopharma. Secret's out now. Look out. Secret's out as well. The end of the show is right here. No more time for today. As always, we appreciate you hanging out with us. It's the Big Biz Show. We'll see you next time.